So this is a test, um, trying different colors and stuff. So I'm going to be working with each one. Brightness looks good. I did some settings in the camera. I put it on flat. I'm liking the colors better on the flat than the cine because you can't do anything with the cine picture profile. You can do it in here, but let's see, temperature. That looks pretty good right there. And that's at 0. Tint. I don't need anything to do with the tint either. Saturation, already working on the saturation. I mean, I can put a little bit more red in there. Put it like at a 10. And then on the gamma, you can make it darker. Give you more of the better look. I just might put that on 5. So all I did was saturation and gamma. How do I look? Am I a little bit too red? I can put that on 5 also. So you can see the different colors. You can see kind of like the yellow, the kind of like the red parts where I got little sunburn and stuff. So, and then of course you can see the spots. I did put it on sharpening and stuff. I might put on the other one where makes you look good. So for an example, if I hit the menu again, and I think oh, I had the 32-bit float off on this one. Okay. All right. Video flicker, auto. There it is, skin softening. Let's put it on high, see what happens. And you see, you don't really see the spot, but I'm looking pretty good now. This is actually the way I look. I'm just worried about the focusing. Yeah, they don't have a focusing on here, on a button, whatever. They do have function buttons. So like function 1 is you can put in manual, all that stuff. Function 2 is kind of like the display, leveling, all that stuff. No, that's F3. F2 is manual. I mean, then 180 degrees. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's for the exposure compensation, but I can change that. I'll leave that there. Yeah, I like all the information on there. So it's looking pretty good. So all I did was the bottom 2 was 5 and 5. And I'll go to options, live demo mode, which I also like. So compare this to, let's say, the ZR desk, okay? Totally different. But if I do the same thing here, 5, 5. Okay. The only difference is, if you look at this, I got the skin softening on. This one I don't. So which one looks more real? This, of course. And that's why I don't use skin softening. So if I go back to the menu, turn that off. There we go. And then just turn it off. And that looks much better. Looks like a real person. And that's all I do. Now, these flats are different from the ZF. Okay, they have a little color to them, and you can adjust the clarity and all that stuff. On the ZF, it doesn't have that feature. When it's flat, it's flat. This kind of reminded me of neutral, all right? And the flat looked more redder than the neutral on the ZR for some reason. So I'm going to look at the Z6III, see if they have the same features. And then I'll do a comparison between this video and the Z6III, which is coming right next. So what do you think? I'm liking the color. I like the sharpness. I am not using a LUT. I'm using uh, manual mode, 180 shutter angle, f1.8 on both lenses to 50mm f1.2 and the 35mm f1.8. Exposure compensation's at 0, and both ISOs, well, that one's at 500, this one's at 640, but it's on auto, and they look good. All right. So I'm liking the color. This is the way I look. When I look in the mirror, this is the way I look. I don't want like different, where you don't see anything in the midtones, where it's red, the white hair matches, the shirt colors match. All right. I wanted to get it as what I see is what you see. Now I know more people like the December look or the Sunday look or the pop, or that's okay. But for video and stuff, I just want to put out content and then send it out. This is the ProRes. Let me check one more time, make sure. I think it's, and you'll see it. If I go up here, oh, wrong one. Okay, I got diffraction, breathing compensation on, auto distortion control on, vignette control normal, but these are full frame lenses. High ISO, noise reduction, I got it on normal. Active D lighting, I had that off. Let's see. Yeah, you see the flat, and if you look at it, and there's your sharpening. So you see, uh, this, yeah, I have it all the way on 8. Now it's on 9. Contrast, I did not do anything. Brightness, I added 1. And saturation, I added 1. Oh, the Hui. Well, I didn't do anything with that. I figured the contrast and hue, I should say hue, is good enough. So, but I could do that. So let's say what? Red is minus, plus is green. So I won't do it. I'll just say okay. But that's how I do it. And then if I go back here, Kelvin, high, ProRes, all right? And it's the 422 HQ 10-bit movie, all right? And it's an SDR, not an N-Log. Because if I go in an N-Log, then I have to go to the pencil, to the G control, which is the video, and then I have to put on View Assist. And I got to put on the LUT. So anyway, I like this look. So let's um, see what I can do with the Z6III, which is like the ZR. And I do not have product showcase on. Okay. Um, let's show you that. Okay. It's supposed to work pretty good. And you'll see it moving back and forth. I don't think it's on this menu. I wonder if it's in the eye. Let me try something. Oh, yeah. This is the basic eye. Off. There it is right there. On. Customize focus area. I'll just do that. Okay. And you notice it got a crop. Just like that. And I'm out of, yeah, I have to go back to be in focus. But if I go like this, that's good. But look, if I get close, yeah, it's working good. Okay. That's what you want to see, especially on the video and stuff. So I'll do that. And if I get too close, then it's, but you see, I can, and it's a focusing thing. That's the only thing that gets me. So now, but look at that. It's having a hard time focusing. Okay. Maybe it's because I wasn't looking at the lens. I'm looking at the screen. So it's like a hit and miss. See? That's why I don't use it. Is I rather do it this way. So if I go like that, turn this off. There's no crop. See? That's all you have to do. Just put it right in front of your face. And that works faster. So let me pause this. Let me put on the footage with the Z6III with the same settings, and then you let me know if you see any difference between the ZR and Z6III. That's what you should be doing a comparison with. You take a look at the flat, you see if you can change the settings. I've never done that on the flat, okay? I've done it on standard and even on auto, but never on flat. So let me try it now. Okay, 3500 Kelvin is the secret. It matches just about everything that I'm looking at. I got it on 1.8. It does not have shutter angle. So I just have it 4K 30. And I do not have the stabilization on the camera. Okay, so they're on tripods. They don't need any stabilization. But here I'm holding it without any stabilization to make it look as same as possible. The only difference is that in Ecamm Live, I change the color a little bit. So you'll see right out of the camera what it looks like. And I can do a comparison on that too. But I tweaked it a little bit so I could look better. But anyway, let's put this up there and you let me know if you like it. This is flat. Okay, this is straight out of the ZR. This is completely, I have the same settings on the Z6III. I should let I didn't include the saturation or gamma, and now we're going to match apples to apples, hopefully, and hopefully it's not apples to oranges, but you'll find out with this short clip. And this is from the ZR. I'm going to make one last video. I forgot to take it out of live demo mode. So now you see me in the full screen. And anyhow, now I do my proper ending. But hopefully you can tell not much difference because I can in flat do the settings in the camera, and then you can tweak it in the program itself, uh, the Ecamm Live, which I like. So hope you like the sharpness and the coloring and stuff. Let me know down in the comments if you like this look or you want to see something else. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.